Hello everyone, myself Muhilarasu, and I am proud to say that I am currently pursuing my Master of Business Administration in Adithya School of Business Management. Today I am going to explain about the topic Management is Science. Throughout my initial career of Master of Business Administration, I have always been fascinated by one question: is management is an art or science or a natural skill with some people who are born with? Today, my reflection about one of the most profound aspects of in this field is management is a science. First thing, foundation of a management. Management is often described as the getting things done through a paper. Let's go a little bit deeper. Science. Science is built on an experimental manner or a knowledge manner or observation or universal principles. Whenever we think about the management, the things that comes to our mind are staffing, management, directing, controlling and organizing. But these are not a random facts. These are just structured processes based on methods and some logical reasoning. Just like we studied in physics, we study the law of motion. In biology, we study the law of life. That's the same. The management studies with the law of study of the human behavior. The second thing, management has principles, just like science. For example, the principle of the division of work by Henry Ford observes that specialization increases efficiency. The principle of unity of command ensures that no confusion in the leadership. And next thing, the scientific method of management in Frederick Taylor emphasizes the improved observation, analysis, and measurement to productivity. These are the things not only just our guessing or imagination. These are proven through the experiments, observation, and the principles. Just like whenever the manager applies any methods or any solutions, they are not guessing. They use the scientific method to solve these kind of things. The management science. If we look back through the history, how management evolved scientifically over the time. In the earlier 20th century, Frederick Taylor introduced the scientific methods to increase the efficiency in practice. Later, Henry Ford and Max Weber, who gave the scientific experimentation and observation. Later, the Elton Mayo applied that the psychology added to the management, how the human emotions handle and affect the productivity or increase the marketing and our management skills. This is how the skills and management are worked today. And today we see management principles are improved in the data analytics and artificial intelligence and many scientific things. That's how today the evolution of management science going through. The fourth thing, management and the scientific method. The management and the scientific method involves the five things: observation, hypothesis, experimentation, analysis, and conclusion. Observation. First, we observe the problem. For example, declining sales. Second, analysis. We have to analyze what going through our customer satisfaction or any default. Third, hypothesis. We have to assume a case for maybe poor or a poor customer service like that. The third thing, experiment. We have to improve staff collecting or staff caring or staff improving things. Like we have to experiment some things to our staff or now workers the next thing, conclusion, whether the management skills or the management work strategy are worked or it doesn't work. Today, we have to see the evolution and the scientific methods in the management side. This is how the scientist operator. That's every manager is a practical scientist in a corporate world. Next thing, the role of technology and analytics. In the modern management science, leads more visible than ever. This may use the tools like Power BI and data analytics and AI things to visualize and analyze the better decision making to predict the future plans. Just like the managers are best things. Next thing, balancing human and scientific studies. However, while management is science, it's not only about a science. As a manager, you have to control both the human feelings and your works. That's we have to pay normal to the equal side of both the administrative work and the human feelings. Human feelings, it's not an art, but we have to be in the artist side to get the flair work for us. Next thing, for a real life example, the best example is Toyota. Toyota, the famous Toyota company, is built on a scientific experimentation, work, manufacturing, observation, and everything. This is known as Gleiser. These things may initially causes some problems, and later they finish it through the experimentation work by the systematic management things. Then my reflection on the management is science is management is not just only about wearing shoes or attend meetings. It's the great pleasure and a great work to handling the humans emotions and scientific sides with every specialization. Whatever the specialization, HR, finance, marketing, we have to work behind the scientific tools and make a clear decision for a better decision to drive our organization. Conclusion: the future of management as a science. As we move into the era of AI, automation, and data-driven decision making, then the scientific tools and the science methods are the most important to our management skills. Beyond all, we have the managementic science gives us the discipline, productivity, and some important problems. So finally, yes, management is a science that's not a study about stars or atoms. To study about the most powerful potential in the world is human potential. So I terminated with the famous quote from Peter Drucker: "Management is a science of making others effective." Thank you.